Welcome back. In this lecture, we'll learn inheritance. Inheritance is a process of getting existing features of a class and adding new features to that class. And inheritance allows us to inherit all the attributes and methods or functions from a parent or base class to a subclass. Parent class is the class being inherited from, and child class is a class that inherits from the parent class. And we'll cover the following topics: how to create a parent class similar to how we create any other class, and how to create a subclass by passing the parent class as a parameter, and how to create a subclass that inherits the properties or functions from base class, and how to use init function inside a subclass, and how to add properties to the subclass, and how to add functions to the subclass. Now let's see the demo. Go to our IDE, PyCharm, and our project practice, new Python file, and let's name it inheritance demo, and let's add a comment, inheritance demo. Now the first one is how to create a parent class. So we can create a parent class just like how we create any other class. So now we can create a class by using the class keyword, and let's give the class name as person2. Inside our class person2, let's create the built-in function init self and add the attributes name, age, height, and weight. These are the 4 attributes inside a person class, that is person2, that is the class name. And let's assign the values to the attributes name, age, height, and weight. Self dot name equal to name, and self dot age equal to age, and self dot height equal to height, and self dot weight equal to weight. So that is the built-in function init. Now let's create another function, that is user-defined function person, and let's name it person function, and pass the self attribute to that function as a parameter. And now let's try to print the values self dot name comma self dot age comma self dot height, and the last one self dot weight. So here we created a class and we named it person2, and the first function is the built-in function, that is the init. So you can name it self, or you can name this self with any other name as well. Okay, let's add that comment. So we use the built-in function, that is init, to assign the values to the attributes name, age, height, and weight. Okay, and also you can have any name for self. Let me add that comment as well, or let me add it here. You can have any name, doesn't need to be self. Self parameter is a reference to the current instance of a class. So self always refers to the current object. Now you can replace this self with any other name as well. So with the self, we are passing this self as a parameter to the user defined function, that is person function, and we are trying to print the values that we set, name, age, height, and weight. We are trying to print inside our function person function. So we created a class, and inside the class we have 2 functions. First one is the built-in function init, and the other one user defined function, that is our own function. Now let's create an instance of a class person2, and for this person2 we are passing 4 arguments, right? So for the name, let's give Ali, and age 30, and height 5'6", and weight 140. Now let's assign this to a reference. So we created an object to that person2 class and pass the values. So whenever we call this, the init method will be called. So let's add that as well. So when we create an object to the person2 class, the init method will be called whenever there is an object is created. So this will be called, and name will be assigned with Ali, age will be assigned with 30, height will be assigned with 56, and weight will be assigned with 140, and we are setting these values to the name, age, height and weight attributes using the self, and we are passing the self to the person function, so we can print inside the person function. So now let's call the person function by using the object reference and call the person function. Now let's save it and right click and run inheritance demo. So now you can see Ali, 30, 56 and 140 are printed in the console. Okay, so that is how we can create a class. This is a parent class. We created a parent class just like how we create any other class. Now let's see how to create a subclass by passing the parent class as a parameter to the subclass. So let's print the same comment using the print function, and by using the class keyword, let's create a subclass person to sub and pass the parent class to the subclass, and that is how we can create a subclass. Let's use the pass keyword so we can create an empty class. For time being, let's not add any statements to the subclass. To create an empty class, that is, there are no statements inside the class person to sub. So this is how we can create a subclass by passing the parent class as a parameter to the subclass. Now let's see how to create a subclass that inherits properties or functions from the base class. Here we didn't create any properties or functions, we just left it empty, so that's the reason we are using pass. Now let's see how to use the concept of inheritance. Let me just create a subclass that inherits the properties or functions from base class, so we can see in the console. Now let's create a class person to sub by passing person to, that is the superclass name, as the parameter. Super or parent, both are same. Now let's create a subclass object person to and pass name Sam and age 35 and height, let's give 55, and weight 120 pounds, and assign this to a object reference, that is person to sub. And now by using the subclass object reference, let's try to access the function that we created inside a parent class. So this is nothing but inheritance. By using the inheritance, we can access the function that we created inside a parent class by using the subclass object reference. So this is nothing but inheritance. Let's add that comment as well, so you guys understand what is the concept of inheritance. So accessing parent or base class function using subclass object reference. Okay, so this is nothing but inheritance. We didn't create this function person function inside the subclass, whereas we are able to access the function that we created inside a base class by using the concept called inheritance. Now let's see how to use init function inside a subclass. Let me add that comment to the print function so we can see in the console, and let's create a subclass. Let's use the same code, and init is the built-in function. So self comma, let's use the same parameters, name, age, height and weight. When we add init in the subclass, it no longer inherits the properties or functions from the base class. So keep that in mind. If we add init function inside the subclass, this subclass will no longer inherit the properties or functions from the base class. To keep the inheritance of the parent class, add a call to the parent class init function or use super function. So that is the only way we can keep the inheritance properties. Okay, so first let's see how to add a call to the parent class init function. So inside the subclass init function, we have to call the parent class init function and pass the value self, the same parameters. So that is how we can use the init function inside the subclass. Use init function inside a subclass, adding a call to the, and to keep the properties of the inheritance, we added a call to the parent class, that is the parent class name dot init function, and we pass the parameters. So that is how we can keep the inheritance. And now let's try to create an object to the subclass. Let's pass different values this time. For name, Mike, age 42, and height 5'6", and weight 170 pounds. So now let's try to call the base class function by using the subclass object reference. Now let's save it and run. So now we can see Mike 42, 5'6", and 170 printed in the console. To keep the inheritance, we can also use the super function as well. So now let's see how to use super function. So this is one way of doing it, and the second way is add a call to the super function. Let's copy the same code, and instead of calling parent class init function, let's call super function and call the init function and pass the parameters to it. So now let's create an object for that class person2, and this time let's give different values. Sean, and age 53, height 5'9", and weight, let's keep 180 pounds. Now let's try to save it and run it. Type error, init takes 5 positional arguments but 6 were given. Line number 44. Oh, we don't have to pass this. So that is how we can keep the properties of the inheritance, either by calling superclass init function or calling the super function. So now you can see the values: Sean 53 and 5'9" and 180 printed in the console. Now let's see how to add properties to the subclass. So far we are accessing the function that is created inside a superclass. Now let's create properties inside the subclass. Okay, so let's see how to add properties to the subclass. Let me pass the same comment to the print function so we can see in the console. So inside the subclass, that is person2 sub, let me copy this code so we can reuse inside the init function. Let me create a property by using self dot email. Let's add one more parameter, that is email, python easy to learn.com. So here we are able to add one more property to the subclass by using self dot email is the new property name. Now let's use the same code to create the object to the subclass, and now let's try to print person2 dot email. Let's access the parameter that we created inside the init function. Okay, so now if we run this, we see python easy to learn.com. So that is how we can create properties inside a subclass. So here we created a property called email. Now let's try to refactor this code. So let's copy the same code, let's keep the original, and let's try to refactor the above code. Instead of using the email here, let's pass it to the init function, and here let's give the name. So here we created another attribute and we are passing it to the self.email. Now inside here we can pass the value. Instead of assigning value directly, we can pass when we create the object to the subclass. So when we create an object to this class, this python easytolearn.com will be assigned to the variable email, and this will be assigned to the self.email. So now if we try to print this, we should see the same value. Okay, so that is how we can refactor the code by adding another parameter to subclass init function. Now let's see how to add functions inside a subclass. Let's try to pass the same comment to the print function so we can see in the console. Now for the same class, let's copy the same code. Let's try to create another function and let's name it, instead of person function, let's name it person2 function. Let's try to print all these values and also the one that we just created, email as well. So now let's use the same code to create the object to the subclass, and instead of Sean, let's pass Chris, and age let's assume 44, height 5'5", and weight let's give 190 pounds. So now let's save and run it. So now you can see when we add functions to the subclass, we see the values. Python easy-to-learn.com. Okay, so this is the only value that is printed. Oh, the reason because we are not calling this function, we just use the same code by using this reference, the subclass object reference. Let's call the function that is person2. Now if we run it, so now you can see Chris 44, 5'5", 190, and Python easy-to-learn.com. So that is printed using this statement. Okay, so that is how we can create function inside a subclass. So here we saw how to create a property inside a subclass, and now we saw how to create a function inside a subclass. So that's all about inheritance, right? See you in the next lecture.